Teacher Sarah, Teacher Sarah. Hello. How are you doing? Guess what? I kinda need to do a little glove event with ya. I know, crazy, right? Hello, Tyler Cat. What's up? How you doing? I can't see the chat room properly now, but welcome everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome to Trails of Cold Steel. Welcome to, hopefully we finish chapter 2-1 today. Let's go. Well, seeing as how Tavel and Miles are safe, I'm guessing all the bracers here in Arabonia are probably okay. Wish I could say the same for our colleagues over in Crossbell, though. I can't even get in touch with Wenzel. A friend of yours? We go back a ways, yeah. He used to be registered as a bracer here, but eventually he packed up and moved to Crossbell. Anyway, leave worrying about the guild to us. You got plenty enough on your plate as it is. Focus on what move you guys are gonna make next. Feel like you need a break, I'd be happy to join you though. Maybe I should take her up on that. I think... Give me 2 seconds. No, you did not stuff the chat room up. Just my phone. My phone kinda sucks. You couldn't stuff the chat room up if you tried. Ha ha ha. That sounds nice, actually. Would you mind hanging out for a while? Striking while the iron's hot, I see. Alright, I could use the company. I was actually thinking of heading to the tavern for a drink or two. What do you say to a little change of venue? That's fine with me, maybe, but I'll stick with living the dry life. Heh figured you'd say that. Come on then. Nope, it's not a challenge. No sooner had they arrived at the tavern did Sarah ask Gerald for alcohol recommendations, and after she offered to pay, Reen settled on a ginger ale. That's good. Ginger ale is really, really good. Makes you feel better immediately. Ah, this is the good stuff. It's got a very mellow taste, but it's sweet and refreshing too. I had no idea you can make something so good out of rice of all things. Yeah, no fun. I also want my chat room to be good and clear and not full of gobbledygook. It's kind of an alcohol from the east that Master Kafai brought here, I believe. Gerald said it's called Junmai Shu. That Master Kafai sure knows his stuff. He sounds like a man I'd love to drink the night away with. He's always been a bit of a heavy drinker, so I'm pretty sure he'd take you up on that if you asked. But you might want to cut down on the booze. With things so shaky now, you never know when you'll need to take action. Let me just do one thing. Depends, it's at your own risk. I know. I'm not planning on getting myself plastered when you've got that discussion later on, so don't freak out. I think I've earned a bit of alcoholic relaxation time, personally. After all, I went cold turkey while I was in hiding. It was torture. Would you deny your poor instructor some sweet, sweet relief? Sure, relief. Let's call it that. What have you been doing all this time anyway? We didn't hear so much as a rumor about you. Oh, I was just lying low, gathering what information I could through connections from my guild years. Information about what was going on elsewhere in the country, the capital in particular, that kind of stuff. In the capital? Did you manage to find anything out? No more than you did yourselves, sad to say. The Noble Alliance is doing a great job of keeping information from leaking out of the city. After that, I decided to sneak into the Kriuzan province to follow the Alliance's movements from there. And that was when I ended up getting in contact with Eustace. I see. It's pretty impressive that you were able to do so much all on your own. Well, working alone and gathering information are two things I had to get used to during my guild years, so it was nothing new for me. If anything, I'm more impressed with everything you've managed to do. I was glad to see everyone here was okay after that Jaeger attack too. Sounds like it was a high-ranking corpse. Yeah, the Northern Jaegers under orders from Duke Alberea. Fortunately, there were no fatalities, even if the experience was pretty traumatic for everyone. Dad's woken up now, too, so there's been no real long-term damage there. We had the goddess's blessings in that respect. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to help when you needed it most, Reen. You don't need to apologize. You couldn't possibly have known what was gonna happen. Is something wrong? You look distracted all of a sudden. No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about what a relief it is that your dad's okay. He always seemed like such a pleasant man, especially for a noble. Handsome, too. I don't like where this is going. Oh, relax, I'm just kidding. Anyway, all that aside, you've made it this far, you can make it the rest of the way, too. Just keep your eyes on the future, and that starts by deciding what to do next. You're right, we'll all be counting on your Gulp. This stuff is awesome. Can you at least let me finish before you wind up passed out on the floor? Aww. Ain't that sweet. Tipsy instructor. Yay. Good stuff, my dude. Let's do it again. Yeah, and all those drinks got me feeling kinda sleepy. I can't afford to doze off during your discussion later. Maybe I should go out and get some fresh air, normal air. A little exercise always sobers me up faster for some reason. How about it? Wanna join me? Am I ready? Well, like I said, it's at your own risk. You gotta remember, would typing this or doing what I want to do piss Ultima off? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, then don't do it. If the answer is no, then go for it. What should I do? Alright then, I'm up for it. You are? Attaboy, Rain. Actually, since we got plenty of morning left to fritter away, I've got an idea. What would you say to a little one-on-one training? Sounds good to me. Just maybe don't rough me up too much. Well, let's take this somewhere a bit less populated then, shall we? She says that she has sparring that will happen. And Tyler Cat has a present for me. Alright. It's at your own risk. Pant. Let's see what your good judgment has, Tyler Cat. Yeah, that's something that would be on the border of pissing me off, so maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that. You've definitely gotten stronger while I've been away. Good to see that getting the knight of yours hasn't caused you to start slacking on your training. I'm still no match for you, though. She's holding back, but only just. I think if I try, I might just be able to beat her. She clearly wants me to do it, and if that's what she wants, then I'll show her just how much I've improved. You're all fired up now, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's pick things up where we left off. Right. It's not enough for a timeout, so you're good. Come on, that's all you got? I hope it isn't, because you're not going to be able to rescue your sister or the princess if that's the best you can do. You remember when I said you were the center of Class 7? Well, I still feel that way even now, and I won't rest easy until I know that center's capable of beating me on his own, at least once. Hey, Selene! How are you? Welcome, welcome. Roar! He's... Sha! Gak. I'm so sorry. Are you alright, Reen? You watched like 5 minutes of his stream. Cool. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I read that already. Yeah, I'm fine. Just... I should have known that I was no match for you. How did I like Eustace and Duval and McBurn? Yeah, a lot did happen. Eustace was somewhat easy. Duval was somewhat easy as well. McBurn was impossible. No, that was your victory, not mine. What do you mean? I knew that last attack of yours was going to be far more powerful than I thought you were capable of, so I was forced to stop holding back in order to block it. That's a victory in my book. Clearly all that stuff you've been doing's been great for your training. I really like to think so. I'd chalk that one up to luck, personally. I wasn't even thinking. It was more like my body acted on its own. I'm going to need a lot more practice before I can pull off feats like that at will. How did you like their character? Eustace was good. Eustace's character is still stubborn, but reads speeches. Got him to soften up. Yep. Or cuddles, as you say. If you understand that, then I need say no more. But don't worry, I'm sure that if you train enough, you'll be able to do it. Have faith in yourself, yeah? You've got both the potential and the mindset to achieve great things. I'll try. You love Diwali? Cause she is funny. Yeah, the two of them together. They're a good comedy pair. And McBurn has fabulous hair. I don't even want to think about how badly that last attack could have hurt him. I feel like this war is causing the old me to resurface. I'm so sorry to hear about your troubles, Tyler Cat. Hopefully the next one will be better. Just gotta keep trying. Just like me. And now I'm gonna talk to Elliot, and then we're going to talk about what the heck we're gonna do next. Because I have no idea what's gonna happen next. Sitting in here brings back memories. Remember trying to lock down ideas for our concert in the middle of our trip? I guess it wasn't that long ago, but it feels like another lifetime, especially since Crow was with us then. Yeah, it really does. Just do it like Ultima and you will have that many followers, yep. But it's not another lifetime, is it? It's this one. There's no reason that all of us hanging out and having fun has to stay a thing of the past. The only hard part is figuring out how to make that a reality again, which is admittedly pretty hard, but I'm thinking of ways to make it happen. Doesn't sound like he's getting anywhere. A break would help him clear his head. Come on, Elliot, let's take a break. The more frustrated you get over not being able to think of anything, the less likely it is that you actually will. You have Bloop followers on TikTok. I've never heard of that site, so you answered that yourself. Yeah, I guess you're right. I know just the thing to clear my head. You used to play the lute, right? If it's still around, can we take a look at it? Am I gonna play the lute? Instruments in hand, tavern, let's go. Oh, here we go. Well, we managed to get permission to play here, but I've got to say I'm feeling pretty tense about this. I haven't touched this lute in forever, so playing it in front of a crowd all of a sudden is a bit... You'll be fine. Just play it like you played the guitar during the festival. It's Musical.ly. Nope, I don't like Musical.ly. One of the best things about music is that it can be made with any combination of instruments. Well, if you insist, I'll give it a go. Better to try and fail than to not try at all, right? And so the two started to play along one another. To their relief, the customers in the tavern seemed to enjoy their performance, even giving them a round of applause once it was over. But no money was earned. There's their Musical.ly. Better than any Musical.ly ever made. Whoa, that was actually pretty fun. See, I told you it would be fine. Not being up on a stage or having lights in your face takes off a lot of the pressure too. I sometimes used to perform like this at the concert cafe back at home. Oh really? Still, I'm guessing it'd be even more fun if I could play half as well as you do. I don't know if I'm really as good as you make me sound, Reen. I've got a lot of practice ahead of me if I decide to pursue a career in music and persist on the F. That's right, your dad's finally given you permission to go through with it if you want. Have you started giving it any serious thoughts yet? Yeah, a bit. Not that I'm getting anywhere. I'm happy to have his approval, but it's still not a decision I can make lightly. It's probably silly to even be thinking about it now. I mean, we need to focus on getting through this war first. Not at all. There's nothing wrong with giving thought about your future when you can. You're right that it's something you can't take lightly, and it's still hard to tell how things will be after the war ends. But if pursuing in a life of music is what you decide to do in the end, you've got my full support too, not just your dad's. Thanks, Reen. But right now we need to focus on our future as a class. Once the war is over, then we can start living for the future. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Bonding time. Ho-ho. Bonding time is actually over. Clean the tavern. We clean the tavern? That's not right. We should have gotten paid for our lovely performance. Oh, man. Bonding time is over. All bonding points are gone. And just to be clear, Selene, is there only one secret quest in this section? Section? Maybe I can buy some things. Trade. Ground bait. Reviving bomb. Tira bomb. Diam bomb. Ride along bear, bunny. Crappy things. Cool things. Whoa. Oh no, I have to give up Mishy, Michette, and Evil Mish plushie? That's terrible. There's only one. Alrighty. Heart handbook, skill handbook, body handbook. Some of these are worth attempting to get. Dark emblem. Dark emblem. Green emblem. Green pendulum. Oh, I can just make an evergreen. Suck it, nerds. Suck it, nerds! What can we get rid of here? 50, HP plus a lot. Let's try evergreen on you. No, HP goes down, but acceleration goes up. What's the lowest acceleration at the moment? What does Fee have? Can we get rid of... Hempst. How about we put the evergreen here? We have less HP, but that's fine. But Reen will never miss ever again. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, right? There's a lot of interesting trade items. Oh, there's quartzes too. Can I get... No, I can't. Can I get... No, I can't. Silver chain. Man, we need a lot of U materials, though, for all this stuff. I'm just looking at these. Let me look at them. Defense skyrockets. I did the fishing quest? Yes, I did. Fishing quest is done. Fishing quest is complete, and it was great. Absolutely lovely. I might need to buy a couple things here, like all the things here almost. I don't want to equip it. Alright, I'm done. Let's go. Let's get this over with. Let's see what quests are happening next. Let's see... Let the story continue. Let the story continue, guys. Right, Bayaducks? Right? Yeah. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Fishing quest was good. It was fun. The game is fun. Am I ready, Ultima? Nope, I'm not. Good night. What if there was a secret quest all this time? Like, no! Eventually the clock struck 12. One by one, Class 7 began to make their way to the Phoenix Wings' cafeteria. And once they had all gathered, they jumped right into discussing what they were going to do from that point forward. Better get an S rank. Blech. Awesome.
Oh, you an upper rank.
Yay!
Here's a little something from the guild.
Dragon Vein. Braveheart. Invigorate.
Keep it up.
I will.
You should be proud of yourself.
Ooh, I got an achievement for that. I got Star Pupil. Cool stuff, my dudes. Alright. Everyone's here with their silly plushies and
I've
cat
thought long
ears.
and hard about it, and I think we as a class need to find a third way.
When I'm playing next stream, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
A path of our own, separate from the ones the reformist and noble factions are taking.
A third way, you say? I do agree. It wouldn't feel quite right for us to directly support either side.
True. We might be military academy students, but we're still students.
Involving ourselves in a civil war isn't something we should take lightly.
You know what they say, my way or the highway.
We might have a divine knight on our side, but we're still going to need to be very careful how we proceed.
Whatever we do, Valimar will certainly be at the center.
No doubt. We've all seen how powerful the Divine Knights are. If we use them right, we can intervene in the war as much as we want.
They're quite literally beings of legend. However, his potential influence on the war is all the more reason why he will need to be used cautiously.
What are we gonna do then?
Can we not see Renee's panties, please?
Even if we agree on not siding with either of the factions, I'm pretty sure each of us have different stuff we want to do.
Million, put your arms down.
And different things that we have to do too.
Put your arms down!
Yeah, that's true. For my part, I need to rescue Elise and Princess Alphen from the Noble Alliance's clutches. Whether it's alone or with you guys, it's something I'll do.
Damn it!
There's no way you'll be alone for that. We're with you all the way. I'm concerned about Dad too, what with them having him under arrest.
No. Milliam is.
I still can't get in contact with Fiona either. I'm glad I was able to see Dad.
For me, I'm worried about Ruhr as a whole. It's a huge relief to see you're alright, Sharon, but Mother's still unaccounted for. I'm sorry I can't do more to comfort you, my lady.
And I have no idea where Father's been for the past month. I'm certain he must be well, but all the same.
We're all worried about our families, I see. Hopefully, we can find some information on all of them before the fighting gets any more fierce.
I'm certainly not worried about the safety of mine. Although, suffice it to say, if we choose to intervene in the war, conflict with them is all but inevitable.
That goes for Zeno and Leo too. They've been hired by the Noble Alliance, so I'd say it's likely we'll run into them in the future.
Plus, Emma and I still need to talk to Vita to see what exactly she's trying to do. To figure out what's so important to her that she was willing to break a taboo to do it.
That's true.
Whatever you decide to do, you'll have my full support. Just as the warriors of Nord did 250 years ago, I'm determined to fight to protect my second homeland, and those who live within it.
Oh, same! We can do this! I can back them up, right, Claire?
How could I say no? I have my own duties to take care of as part of the Railway Military Police, but I fully intend to support all of you with everything I have.
I'm thinking it's about time I return to helping the guild, actually. But I'll still be in touch with Sarah, so I'm sure I can lend a hand or two anytime you need it.
Naturally, I'd be overjoyed to continue serving as your dormitory's caretaker.
I'm your instructor, so you're stuck with me to the very end. Whatever you choose to do, you'll have my support. You're going to need to decide on a more specific course of action, though. Resolving to find a third way is a start, but only a start. It also leaves plenty of questions that need to be answered on top of it all.
Well, then how about this? Let's figure out right now whether or not we want to keep using Ymir as our base of operations.
Just so we're clear on this, there's a limit to how many people can use the spirit path at any one time. And with as many people as we have now, I'm not sure how useful it's going to be at this point.
And we're limited on how frequently we can use it.
Oh, right.
But we're also just as limited on where we can go otherwise. We haven't exactly been the most subtle group around. Who's to say we could even operate elsewhere?
An astute point. The Noble Alliance will no doubt be even more wary of us than before.
In the end, no matter what we decide, we lose.
Indeed. Yet we're short on time, so a decision must be made now.
There's gotta be something that only we can do.
Bean's eyes are closed. You know what that means.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I know it exists. And I'm sure that we'll find it. The best thing we can do now is keep talking things out until we find a way. There's no point in rushing into a decision.
Well, doesn't this look fun? Mind if I join in?
What in the world?
It couldn't be.
Vita!
Uh-oh. Nighty-night, Tyler Cat. Oh boy. Here we go.
It's lovely to see you again, Emma. You were finally able to reunite with all of your classmates. I'm happy for you. Really, I am. The goddess was on your side after all.
Cut the crap, Vita. Have you been listening in all this time? Where are you?
I'm not far at all. Listen closely now.
What?
That sounds just like...
Is that?
It's coming from above us!
Uh-oh. Trouble. Oh dear.
Isn't that the Noble Alliance Force's flagship?
What's the Pantagruel doing here?
Damn it! I didn't think she'd tell the rest of their army where we were.
But why now?
Why? Because our preparations are finally complete.
Shoot it down, I guess?
Vita!
Vita, you're here. Yes, I am here, in the flesh. Good day to you all, Class 7. As nice as it would be to finally give you a hug, Emma, I wouldn't want to keep our guest of honor waiting any longer. So, without further ado...
Uh-oh.
Can't be. Isn't that...
Is that who I think it is?
Azure Knight. Crow.
Oh no. We're all together! Woo! Ordine the Azure Knight. There he is.
Long time no see, guys. Sorry for dropping in on you like this, but I'm sure you know the drill by now. You ready to have some fun?
Is that really you, Crow?
There's no doubt about it.
See. You damn terrorist.
Come on!
Right! Heed my call! Valimar!
Acknowledged.
Gotta take him down this time. Gotta take him down!
I'm not gonna lose this time. Because at the end of the day, he's just an obstacle that needs to be overcome. So lend me your power, Valimar!
Very well. Use my power as you see fit.
You've really taken to piloting since your last encounter, haven't you? I was hoping you would, and you didn't let me down. You boys have so much potential. But potential is only that. Potential. And you, Reen, might want to reevaluate just how many obstacles need overcoming.
What does that mean, huh? Uh-oh. Oh no. Is everyone here? Yep, everyone's here.
This is bad.
This town is screwed.
Aren't those the Alliance's allies?
Long time no see, kiddos. You doing all right, Fee?
I see the purple lightning has joined your ranks.
Zeno. Leo.
Zephyr.
And a few members of Ouroboros, too. Guess all the big guys wanted a piece of us today.
And look, Sammy's here too. Kindly stop referring to Clown Soleus with that bizarre nickname.
Ha ha! Ah, it's such a pleasure to visit this wintry wonderland once again.
Oh, it's a pleasure, all right. The time for my long-awaited revenge has finally come. Now you shall pay!
It's only been 2 days since you first fought them, you know.
This could pose a problem. Why send so many powerful allies here? And all at once?
You've proven to be rather formidable adversaries after all. It wouldn't do to underestimate you.
And finally... Oh, him too?
Rufus! I'm pleased to see you all again, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. As for you, dear brother, I was told that you'd run away from home. Does my heart good to see you safe and sound.
Yeah, I'm loving this too, but, what am I gonna do?
So, you've finally gathered up the will to make the difficult choices life set at your feet, I presume. Even if those choices place you in my line of fire?
Yes, I have.
Can't believe he's shown up too.
The Noble Alliance is pulling out all the stops to finally get rid of us, aren't they?
Anyone else? Anyone else? Come on, one more. Bring out one more.
Reen, we'll take care of everything here. You and Valimar have your own battle to fight.
Are you sure?
We're in for a real brawl out here, but a guy couldn't ask for better opponents.
Leave the battle on the ground to us.
We've no intention of backing down without a fight.
Someone to save you, right? How about Cassius Bright? Well, Estelle's right there. Can you see? Estelle is on, someone's shoulder. Eustace's shoulder. So Estelle's here.
Wait, Sharon! I know they're all strong, but still.
I don't know how much Estelle will help us, but she'll help us.
Well, what do you say we get started?
Here it comes!
I'm impressed. You managed to hold your own better than I expected you to. It's only been a month or so, but you've really grown as an Awakener, Reen.
Well, it's hard to go through the kinds of things I have without growing from the experience. And now that I've done all that, I'm going to be the one who takes you down!
No, you're not. I said you could hold your own, not that you could win. Remember, there's still a 3-year gap's worth of experience between us. And it's time you realize just how much of an impact that gap has.
That's enough, Crow!
Oh boy. The big battles begin.
Do they really stand a chance?
Well, they're putting up a good fight so far, but... Yeah, it's not looking good. They're outnumbered, for one thing.
Then it's time we lent them our aid.
Agreed. Weapons at the ready, guys.
Always in a rush, aren't you? Stay right where you are. I'll serve as your opponent today.
You will?
Trying to stop us from joining in?
I'd rather our intrusion cause as little inconvenience as possible for the people of this village.
Oh boy. Is he actually tough?
I'll let you make the first move. It's been quite some time since I last instructed you in fencing, Eustace. I look forward to seeing how you've improved.
Wow.
His guard's perfect.
Stay alert. Rufus is a master of court fencing. We'll need to put all we have into this battle to even stand a chance against him.
I would have it no other way.
Am I ready? Select whoever will participate in the battle. Oh, we're doing a non-Reen battle. A no-Reen battle. That'll be interesting. Beep. Boop. And bop. Followed by bip and bibbity bop. Don't know if this is a good team, but screw it. Let's go.
Show me what you're capable of.
Our first battle with 100% no reason. Fee is kind of almost dead. Use noble command with Eustace. I will. First I'm going to do a little bit of slashy slash.
I'll handle this.
What's noble command? This? Yeah, that's good.
Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
Understood.
Of
course.
Don't, what the, stop. Yes, critical hit. Attack.
Rise, great tongues.
You know what it does. Boom!
Onward!
What? Want to see another one? Wait, can we break his defense at all? Oh, but there's a critical right there. Can't do it, guys. Sorry.
Behold the might of the Arcade School!
We don't get to see it. Uh-oh.
I'll handle it.
Any impede? Yes. Which means I gotta give up a critical thing. How dare you, game?
Eliminating targets. Now.
There!
I was gonna say, if impede did not work there, I would be
I'll handle it.
pipsed. Alright, let's do it again.
Eliminating targets.
Yeah.
Very well.
What do you have? You still have everything, pretty much. Are you good with arts, my friend Eustace? Eustace, my dear boy.
Arcus, activate!
Show your strength.
Well, I'm dead. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Take care. He's dead, at least.
Divine lightning!
Sorry, everyone.
Cool. Cool game. Oh, I get bonus AP. Okay. AP increased by 3! So it was a match I was supposed to lose.
Well, I won't deny that was an entertaining diversion.
You gotta admit, I was close. I almost beat him. Almost.
But you'd do well to intensify your training regimen if you hope to best me.
How is he so strong?
You didn't stand a chance.
He might even be stronger than Sarah.
You guys okay?
Hey, you really think you've got time to be worrying about them? You ain't getting out of this one, Reen.
All right, bring it on! It's time to settle this, Crow!
Bring it on!
I guess,
This will be a tough one. Be careful.
I guess we'll interrupt this game to bring you the final boss of the last game. Uh-oh. He's already in super angry mode. We will try the head. It failed. Good for me. Oh, and Fee's not here, so I'm kind of screwed here. I think this is one I'm forced to lose. There's no way.
Eat this!
Yeah.
This is bad.
This is bad.
Gotcha!
There we go. I got him. I'm gonna beat him.
Darkness!
Darkness, darkness!
Gotcha.
Uh-oh.
Gotcha.
Aww.
This is bad.
Alright, I have one chance left. Are you ready? Here we go.
Burn to ash.
Perfect. That was what I wanted. And now I'm dead.
Hang in there.
This one cheated. I was able to beat him last time.
Settled enough for you?
Why am I so weak? I know. I should have put it on easy mode.
Didn't even bother to use that trump card of yours.
Yeah.
He wasn't even trying last time, then was he?
Remember that mode? That mode was the glitchy lights mode. That was fun.
Come on. With the way you are now, I don't even need to try. I'll always win. And that ring perfectly illustrates just how massive the gulf between us is. Maybe you think you've had it tough up till now, but you're gonna need to go through a hell of a lot more if you want to even the odds.
And I will. Vita is gonna help
I
me
see
out.
the battle here has come to an end.
Vita's gonna help me out here.
Oh, hey Vita.
I can't help but feel a little bummed that everything went exactly as I thought it would. Still, it just goes to show how much faith I have in your skills, my sweet Azure Chevalier.
Funny, I don't recall ever becoming yours. How's everything up top?
I think it's only a matter of time before the battle is decided. But we've caused enough trouble for the people of Ymir already. It's about time we brought this to a close. Finestrum Phantasma window.
Uh-oh. What's that gonna do? Look,
My apologies for not coming down to speak with you in person, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy. You know who I am, of course, but I am Duke Cayenne, ruler of the Lemaire province and supreme leader of the Noble Alliance.
Duke Cayenne?
So even the big guy himself is here.
I must say, what a curious group we have here. I heard as much, but allow me to extend my most heartfelt congratulations. My expectations have thoroughly been exceeded.
Well, thanks. You're going down.
When I saw young Eustace and Laura in Legram earlier this year, I could never have imagined this is how we would next meet. Oh, I'm sure your parents must have warned you against wandering off with such disreputable individuals on a number of occasions. But I suppose every child thinks that they alone know what is best for themselves. Duke Alborea was simply livid about what happened. But it can't hurt to learn more about the outside world,
Every word that leaves his mouth is condescending.
Did you come all the way here just to tell us that?
Don't be silly, child. Reen Schwarzer. I had this meeting arranged because I wanted to speak with you. Perhaps the method was a touch too garish for something so simple, but do forgive me for not formally requesting an audience.
With me?
With you. Allow me to get right to the point. I wish to invite you, Ashen Chevalier, aboard our flagship.
Wait, why?
I've heard all about your magnificent exploits across the land, and so I thought it would be nice to sit down and have a long, pleasant chat with you about the past, the present, as well as your future.
Are you suggesting?
You want Reen to join the Noble Alliance?
Should you accept my invitation, we will withdraw peacefully from Ymir. Furthermore, I give you my personal assurance that we will leave this village alone for the duration of this war. A fine proposition, is it not? Are we interested?
No. This village sucks anyway.
Very well.
Fine, I like this village.
Allow me to accept your invitation.
Don't be an idiot! This is clearly a trap! They wouldn't come all the way out here and take you into their flagship if it weren't.
I appreciate your concern. But trap or not, this might be a good chance for us, too. I think I'd regret it if I let it pass. Balamar, transport Celine back outside.
Are you certain?
Now hold it right there!
Don't worry about me. The odds were against all of us getting back together, but we did it. And I'm sure we can do it again, too. So just wait with Emma for now. I'll be back before you know it. Balamar, if you would.
Very well.
Wait!
No. I wanted a little cat companion with me, though. Alright, everyone's gone. That's good.
It seems the time has come for us to part ways once again. But remember this. You're an Albarea. There is power and dignity in that name. To whatever end you would use it, I want you to prove that the convictions you cling to are worthy of your loyalty. Not for my benefit, but for yours.
Wait!
Lord Rufus!
Well met, Lord Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to see you again. Allow me to extend my apologies for the harm my father visited upon this town and its people.
Never mind that. What do you intend to do with my son? And what is a promising young man like yourself?
We're simply going to borrow young Reen for a short while. There's nothing to worry about. I'm a busy man these days, though, so for now, I bid you adieu.
Bye, jerk. Jeez. What a mess.
Reen! We all finally got back together, too. Why?
Sorry, but I'll be back, I promise. So stay safe.
What am I thinking so far? I think.
Reen!
Don't interrupt me. I think we're going on a ship. And I think there's gonna be a lot of bullshit happening on this ship. A lot of bullshit. Yeah, at this point, I have no idea what's gonna happen now. We're gonna talk with him, we're gonna escape. Chapter 1's done! Act 1, Ashen Chronicles, end! That was a long chapter. Level up! Level up! Level up. Level up. And level up. Level 5! Awesome! Rush 2. Cool. Yay. Hooray. Awesome. Cool. Fought well against Rufus. Yay! I fought well against Rufus. Ashen Chronicles. Achievement unlocked! Achievement completed. Alright. Moving on. Chapter 2. How many chapters are in this game? If the first one's that long. Noble Alliance Forces Flagship Aerial Battleship Pantagruel. Oh, it looks cold up here. Aw, my poor thing. My poor robot. A lot like 10. lot. 10 chapters? Good lord.
So this is what Duke Cayenne looks like from up close. It's hard to believe that I've ended up in the same room as the leader of the Noble Alliance.
Stab him in the back. He's right there.
Although, I guess we did meet back in Legram before the war broke out.
Reen Schwarzer.
No, this is probably the halfway point. Oh, really? This game's somewhat short then. Halfway point.
Truth be told, we don't want this war to drag on any more than you do.
Really?
We only acted as we did, due in part to our dearly departed Chancellor's behavior being far too unreasonable to justify turning a blind eye. He garnered the trust of His Majesty, and in turn misused that trust. He flagrantly disregarded this nation's beloved culture and traditions, treating Erebonia as if it were his own personal property. Surely you too noticed this.
Well, I can't say I disagree. We did hear story after story during our field studies about how aggressive his policies were, about the way he didn't care how many enemies he made as a result, creating terrorist groups like the Imperial Liberation Front.
But as I said, the cause of our nation's ills is now gone. Now, all that remains is to turn back the hands of time just a touch, and the good old days of the Empire will be upon us once more. The key to this bright future lies in putting aside our differences and joining hands. Am I wrong?
Get those anime eyes out of there.
I'm afraid that yes, you are.
Get him out of here.
Do you honestly believe that people can so easily put aside their differences after all the Alliance has done? You occupied Heimdall and effectively took every one of its citizens hostage, imprisoned the Imperial family. And let's not forget how you're now in league with the enemy nation responsible for the destruction of Gorelia Fortress. After all that, the Imperial army would never bow their heads to the likes of you, even if the rest of the population did.
My word, I'm afraid there's been a terrible misunderstanding. The Imperial family is simply under our loving protection. They certainly haven't been imprisoned. But that does bring me to exactly why I want you to help us.
It does?
The Azure Knight is already on our side. But if we had your Ashen Knight as well, that would mean we'd have two of the great knights of Erebonian legend to put into play. Couple them with our Panzer Soldats, and the Imperial Army's armored divisions would cower before us. You may not find us winning the war ideal, but this union benefits everyone more than carrying on until our inevitable victory,
I don't think it's that simple.
I beg to differ. The presence of Soldats units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference. What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility. But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
Well...
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form. And if that holds true even for mass-produced soldats made with modern technology, it will be all the more true for the divine knights of legend you and Crow possess.
Can't argue with that logic.
I will say it once more. Gileath Osborne is dead, and with his death, all that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire. Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy life and the peaceful days of darling Elise and her friend the princess.
Are you trying to?
Whatever you ultimately decide, their safety is guaranteed. I would ask that you promise him this, if nothing else, Your Grace.
But of course, I'm not a monster.
Rufus.
We may stand on opposite sides of this conflict, but I still sit on Thor's board of directors. And in that capacity, I suggest you consider carefully the choice before you. After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause is worth fighting, perhaps even dying for. I look forward to hearing your answer.
You're a liar. I'm gonna choose no. Please come with us, Master Rean. We will escort you to your guest room. Food and refreshments will be provided for you there. Intermission aboard the Pantagruel. Rean, I feel ya, says Selene. Oh my goodness. It's almost Christmas. It's almost Christmas, guys. This is gonna be a big ship. A big, big ship. Pantagruel guest area. Too bad airships aren't like this in real life. Instead, we all have to sit on a stupid plane all huddled together. And just the slightest bit of turbulence would send the plane crashing down.
All that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire. Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy life and the peaceful days of darling Elise and her friend the princess.
I suggest you consider carefully the choice before you. After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause is worth fighting, perhaps even dying for. I look forward to hearing your answer.
It's hard to argue that this war began because the noble faction went too far. But the longer it goes on, the more people are going to suffer. Am I really okay with that? If I join them, I could reduce the number of victims, be friends with Crow again, free Elise and Princess Alphen. No, this isn't that simple. Think, Rean, think! I was able to reunite with the others, but Elise and Princess Alphen are still in the Alliance's custody. What's the best thing I can do? This isn't just about me. What do all of us want to do?
Keep racking your brain like that and smoke will start coming out of your ears.
Young man's voice? Don't tell me. Crow!
What do you want?
Hey now, no need to give me that look. I figured I was gonna find you busy thinking everything over like your life depended on it. And what do you know? I was right.
How about you mind your own damn business? And don't you have better things to do with your time? I figured the glorious Azure Chevalier would be far too busy with the war to be hanging out around here.
It's tough being popular. If you joined us, I could get away with doing half the work I am now. So come on, stop freaking out about it so much and make a choice.
This isn't something I can just decide by flipping a coin, Crow. Besides, it'd probably be an easier choice if not for a certain someone. What's that in your hand, anyway?
Grub, of course. Kinda early, but I brought you your lunch. Mind if I join you?
No, because then I'd start liking you again, probably. Oh, is that fries? Ooh.
Hamburgers, fries, and onion rings, huh?
I guess Crow's not that bad.
I was expecting something more fancy like I had last night.
Oh, that kind of food more your thing? Okay then, give me a minute while I go ask the chef to whip something up.
No, this is fine. The burger looks delicious.
Cool. Alright, dig in.
This tastes kinda different from a normal burger. Oh, no wonder. It's got whitefish in it.
Fish? Crow, you're garbage. Get out of here.
Yeah, they're called fish burgers. Pretty good, right?
Yeah. The tartar sauce makes for an unusual extra flavoring, too. This tastes amazing. I like this way more than the food I had last night, to be honest.
Well, glad to hear it. Guess it was worth putting my cooking skills to the test after all.
Wait, you made this?
Was my first time cooking in a while, too. Sharon could probably do better, though. But I wanted to give it a shot anyway. This stuff was like soul food back in Dry, where I grew up.
Oh.
To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses. Crow Armbrust from the Jirai SEZ.
Ease.
Oh, yeah. Vita was using some weird thing of hers to let you see what was going on, wasn't she? So I guess you saw what happened there.
Yeah, Jirai was that special economic zone in the Northwest you guys went to during our August field study, too.
Didn't run into anything like that in the Jirai Special Economic Zone, though I guess that makes sense, seeing as it's under the direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble. I seem to recall that it was annexed 8 years ago, is that right? Yeah, the Empire stitched it on nice and neat without much opposition. Now it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seemed like a pretty lively place.
So you ended up going back to your old hometown then?
Yeah, by pure coincidence. It's changed a lot since I was last there, so it was kind of surreal being back again. But it was nostalgic in its own way, too.
It's been bugging me for a long time now. What could have made you want to join a group of terrorists like the Imperial Liberation Front? What was it that made you hate Chancellor Osborne that much? Enough to take his life? Oh, tell me, Crow. Please. I want to know what it was that made you who you are now. What kind of place Jirai was, how you lived there, and what you were doing before you entered the academy and met Toa, Angelica, and George.
Where's the fun in prying into a guy's past? Save all that talk for your number one in class. Who's the lucky girl anyway? Elisa? Laura? Emma? Fee? And don't tell me it's Milliam, because, you know,
I'm serious, Crow. I really want to know. Think of telling me your past as paying off the interest you owe in that 50 Mira. Because until I know, until we know, we won't be able to move forward.
You're really serious.
Better tell me everything.
Crow?
My past really isn't that big of a deal, you know. It's got nothing on yours, that's for sure. If you find yourself thinking that's all when I'm done, well, I warned you. So, you really want to know?
Yeah. Nothing you say will change my mind.
50 Mira. Yep, the most important scene. And that scene will keep coming back and back and back.
Please, tell me.
Alright, you win. Like I said, it's just your run-of-the-mill sob story.
I win. I beat him. Game over. Game over. Well, we can go home, have a cup of tea.
Pick up any history textbook and you'll probably find a dozen others just like it. It's the kind of story that's so common no one bothers to remember it. Like it never even happened.
I'm thirsty,
Back in those days, Jirai was known as Jirai City. It was a city-state off the coast of northwest Zemuria that prospered through maritime trade with West Erebonia, Northumbria, and Remiferia. It had a population of around 150,000 people, so it wasn't exactly a big place or anything. Because of that, the surrounding nations left it alone and let us live out our days in peace. We were pretty fortunate, all things considered. Until about 20 years ago. That was when the Northumbrian disaster struck, and much of the Principality of Northumbria was turned to salt. And as a result, trade on the northwest shore was reduced to virtually nothing.
Isn't that salt thing that, what's his name had? Was his name Kevin? I forgot.
Day after day, Jirai's prosperity started to fade away. Still, it wasn't all bad. We had our fishing, our historic landmarks, our septium mines. We could make use of those to get trade going again, both to keep our state running and to help out Northumbria.
Well, the salt pillar is the cause of this.
In fact, the one who advocated that approach was the mayor, my grandfather. He was the last mayor Jirai City ever had. He was a stubborn old bastard, but he had this wry sense of humor, and was well loved by everyone. I lost my mom and dad early, so he was also my only living relative. He taught me just about everything a guy could know. He was like a mom, dad, and your old master rolled into one, I guess. Anyway, fast forward to 10 years ago.
This salt pillar thing is gonna come back again, something tells me.
Out of nowhere, we received this proposal from the Erebonian government. They said they wanted to extend a railway line from Heimdall all the way to Jirai. We relied on the sea for trade before, but there wasn't any reason to believe we couldn't benefit from being connected to Heimdall by rail. The proposal drew overwhelming support from the city's council, and as a result, my grandfather was forced to accept. Within a year, the city had all of its old life back and then some. The streets were more bustling than ever. But keep in mind, this was the result of huge amounts of imperial capital flowing into the city. Land and buildings we once treasured were bought up left and right. Everything became a target for investment. People only cared about making money. Something similar supposedly happened in Crossbell too, but unlike there, no opposition existed in Jirai. My grandfather sensed something was off, and he tried what he could to get the situation under control. Then one day, someone blew up the railway line leading to Jirai. Everyone demanded that it be repaired as quickly as possible. Everyone except the imperial government. Instead, they panned our national security arrangements for being insufficient and threatened to withdraw all imperial capital. The city was left in an uproar like we'd never seen. Shares plummeted, and with no one able to ascertain the culprit's identity, chaos reigned. That was when he showed up. Chancellor Gileath Osborne, in his third year as representative of the imperial government, personally came to Jirai. We then received a second proposal.
The restoration of the railway and its future security will be seen to by the Imperial Army. In return for our continued assistance in safekeeping, Jirai will come under the wing of our glorious empire and attain even greater prosperity as a special economic zone.
The timing was too good to be true, really. Realizing this, my grandfather staunchly opposed the idea. He tried everything he could to convince the city's council to reject the offer. Unfortunately, once you taste the sweet fruit of prosperity, it's hard to want to go back. The council, made up of influential merchants and all their greed, jumped at the offer. And tempted by the elimination of customs, together with the tax breaks from being an SEZ, many of the citizens did too. And during all that, they'd conveniently found a suspect behind the railway incident, my grandfather.
Aww.
He loved Jirai more than anyone, and up till then, its people loved him too. And yet, virtually overnight, he found himself facing the wrath of both the city's council and the citizens alike. Left with no choice, he resigned from his position as mayor, and Jirai formally became part of the empire. Both of these things happened on the same exact day.
Whew.
That was 8 years ago. Naturally, everyone knew my grandfather wasn't the one who did it. They knew who was really responsible. They just turned a blind eye to the truth. See? I warned you. Just your run-of-the-mill sob story.
I don't know what to say, Crow. What happened to him after that? Your grandfather?
One day, he just up and died. Once he resigned, the whole affair with the railway getting blown up was all but forgotten. He lived comfortably in retirement for about half a year, fell ill, and that was that. He just lost the will to go on, I guess. Like I said, he was the only family I had. I mean, I had plenty of friends even then, but I chose to leave it all behind. I was 13 at the time. I wandered the land, doing whatever I had to get by. That was when I met old Cayenne, who happily indulged my hatred for the Chancellor. And with his financial backing, I went out with the goal to find others who were just like me. That was the beginning of the Imperial Liberation Front. Gideon, Scarlet, and Vulcan were among those I recruited. I'd also met Vita then. I only knew her as the woman who had often come to see Cayenne. She guided me to a place below the city of Ordis, and there slept the Azure Knight Ordine. One after another, I overcame the same trials you did with your friends, but alone. And once I'd proven myself worthy, Ordine accepted me as his awakener. That was 3 years ago. I was 16. My preparations complete, I concealed my background and enrolled in a military academy near the capital. Everything I did for the sole purpose of taking the Chancellor's head. Come on now, what's with the face? You look sadder about all this than I do.
Yeah, I guess.
I swear. I'm not trying to tell you the Chancellor was evil or anything.
What?
Still, there's no denying that he managed to outwit my grandfather. And he may have lost, but Pop's always loved a good gamble. It's thanks to him that I'm pretty good at chess, card games, that kind of stuff. I'd say it's fairly normal for a student to want to avenge his master's defeat, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
At the end of the day, there's no denying this country has problems, and the Chancellor's methods were making them worse. I studied those problems, worked out how to use the situation to my advantage, and then won the game with an all-or-nothing gamble. But when you think of how peaceful Jirai is now, I'd say I've got a duty to clear up the mess left behind by my game too, which means ending this war and restoring peace. So it's only when that's done that my game is truly over. I don't want whatever your decision is to be influenced by my past, okay? Like Rufus said, you need to think long and hard about what it is you're fighting for. For you, more than anyone else.
Yeah, but Crow...
Anyway, I think I've stuck around here for long enough. You're gonna be treated as a visitor. Well, sort of. It's about time for the higher-ups to head back to Heimdall, so go ahead and pass the time however you want.
However I want? What else can I even do here?
Now what? Now what's happening? That was a pretty sad story, Crow. I feel sorry for Crow again. God damn it. He still betrayed me. Yeah, hi. Jerks. Why is the Ouroboros lady riding on an airship? She can just teleport.
There'll be no guards outside your room, so if you want to try and escape, be my guest. Just keep in mind that some members of Ouroboros and Zephyr are on board too. Not to mention me, Scarlet, and Vulcan. So if you're up for a gamble of your own, get ready to take all of us on.
Sounds fun.
Guess we're escaping?
Oh yeah, one more thing. There's this real cute visitor in the guest of honors room on the second floor. I think she'd perk right up if she saw you, so why not go pay her a visit? Just don't go making your girl jealous, okay?
My girl? Who's my girl? Is it my sister?
I wonder who he means. He said she's in the guest of honors room. Well, I can't waste much time here. I told everyone I'd definitely come back soon. Right now, I need to gather as much information as I can. I can make my choice after that. At least then, it'll be an informed one.
Her mana's depleted, but she's amazing, isn't she? She's a member of the Ouroboros. Ouroboros. Door. Fake door. Have fun talking to everyone. Alright, guess we better start over here. No, maybe not. What? Ah, if it isn't Master Reed, is there something that we can help you with? If so, please don't hesitate to ask. Oh, should have figured I wouldn't be able to get through here. Nothing in particular. Please keep up the good work. Bye. Jerks. Alright, let's talk to some peoples. We'll start with this room. Hey you, open up.
I can sense someone inside.
It is none other.
Come on in if you like.
That sounds like... Excuse me.
Oh my gosh. It's... that lady. Scarlet, right? Scarlet.
Hello there, love. I'd heard you came on board yesterday, so I did wonder whether we would run into one another at some point.
Hello, Scarlet. Last time we spoke was a month and a half ago near Trista, I think.
Quite a memorable day for both of us, wasn't it? There's no need to stand over there. Come and have a seat.
Oh, big titty pirate girlfriend.
I'll pour us some tea.
Tiddy.
You really don't have to. Well, I guess there's no harm in chatting for a bit.
You have to talk more piratey, Scarlet. Yar, why not have a seat, meal sea chumreen? Yar.
These tea leaves really are wonderful, aren't they? Only the best for the airship of Erebonia's most powerful noble, I suppose.
I have to admit, the fragrance is like no tea I've ever had before. You're right, though. It makes sense if it's something Duke Cayenne personally chose.
Oh? I was under the impression that your family is a part of the nobility, too. Your father is a baron, isn't he?
He might be a noble, but generally barons aren't all that wealthy. We live a relatively modest lifestyle.
Oh, really? I wouldn't have thought it before, but maybe my family was actually more well off than yours.
And Scarlet, I heard she lost her old hometown when he went and built a railway through it.
Ha-ha.
What kind of family did you come from, then?
Oh, they weren't nobles, if that's what you're wondering. They were just relatively wealthy farmers. We were almost local celebrities in a way.
Oh, I see.
You're wondering how someone like me became a terrorist? It's written all over your face.
Well, I can't deny that I'm curious. I heard that you lost your hometown because Osborne built a railway through it.
Oh, did C tell you? No, I suppose it must have been V. He never was one to keep quiet about things.
So, I mean, what happened?
Some things are best left unsaid, I think. It's not as if knowing would somehow allow you to change things.
I suppose.
You're so adorable, Reen. Now I know why C took a liking to you. What do you say? How about you come and fight with me and the other big girls and boys? It'll be fun, I promise.
Please, stop teasing me. Anyway, thank you for the tea. It wasn't just made with high-quality leaves. It was brewed exceptionally, too.
You're very welcome.
Oh, actually, I may as well ask while I have the chance. Where did you learn how to use that weapon of yours anyway? It's pretty unique.
Oh, that? I suppose it can't hurt to tell you. The holy city of Arteria.
The Arteria? Where the high seat of the Septian Church is?
That's the one. It's called a Templar sword, and it's a traditional weapon in the church. A few years ago, I was studying to be a sister and was trained in how to use it there.
Surely you must be talking about some other church, right?
Surely you must be serious.
You're telling me there are sisters in the Septian Church who use weapons like that?
No, I'm joking. And don't call me Shirley.
There are more things in this world you don't know than you could possibly imagine. Well, it doesn't matter much now. I ended up returning to Erebonia before my training was complete.
Oh?
Anyway, that's all I'm telling you for now. I'll give you the full story if you decide to join us. Sound fair? And if you choose not to join, well, that way has its own charms, I suppose.
Darn, these people are turning likable.
She ended up being a lot friendlier than I expected her to be. I wonder how much of what she was saying about being a sister was true. She seemed to really hate the Chancellor. I wonder what she intends to do now that he's gone.
Oh boy, is everyone gonna be like this? Everyone gonna be friendly? Is
I can
V in
sense
here?
someone inside.
Is V in this one?
Judging by the fact that S is in the next room.
Huh? It's open. Come on in.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Indeedly do. Vulcan.
Oh, it's you. You finished talking with C?
His name's Crow, not C, and he's never going to be anything else for me.
Oh, I know his real name, but to us, he's always gonna be C. That's our leader. You might be young, but each and every one of us look up to him and respect him. Anyway, take a seat. Got a whole lot of questions, I bet.
Does you asking that mean you're willing to answer them?
Depends on the questions.
Just out of curiosity, how many members does the Imperial Liberation Front have left? I know the explosion back in the mine was staged, obviously.
Sure was. Anyway, 10, give or take. We lost most of our members as soon as the war started kicking into gear.
Oh. Is that because the group's primary objective had been fulfilled?
Basically, yeah. We all came from different backgrounds. But the one thing we had in common was that we hated that bastard's guts. So after he'd kicked it, most of the guys didn't really have any reason for sticking around. Can't say I blame him for calling it quits.
Crow said that seeing this war through to its end was the last part of his game. Are the members who haven't left sticking around for similar reasons?
Interesting question. Can't speak for the others, but me, I don't really care how this war goes. I mean, I'm a former Jaeger who can hold his own in a fight. I've always lived for war. And teaching those dumbasses in the provincial armies how to pilot soldats is a job worth doing, even if it's a pain. If we disband, I'll find myself something else to do.
I see. I can't defend the assassination of the Chancellor or what you did near Trista, but I'd be happy if you chose to disband at least.
You're a funny kid, being oddly nice to us after all the shit we caused, don't you think?
The cycle of hatred's gone on for long enough. Crimes you've committed will never vanish, but no one wants this war to go on longer than it has to. It's not as though you guys want war, do you?
That's enough of the niceties. You've got time to worry about us. Use it to worry about yourself. Whether you choose to side with the Alliance or go against them, you've got a tough road ahead, whether you like it or not. Make sure to think long and hard before you decide. And if we end up as enemies again, show me what you got. On the battlefield, I mean.
You got
Excuse me.
Think I might have been too harsh on the kid. Still... yeah. He's probably perfect for the job.
Whoops. What job? What job? What are you talking about? I'll never...
He saw right through me.
Never do your bidding.
He's not wrong, though. I should be worrying about myself right now. He seemed kind of different, though. Like he'd lost his spark. His sole objective in life seemed to be to get revenge for his old Jaeger Corps killed by Osborn. Maybe he's just not sure what to do with himself now that he's done just that?
Gotta worry about getting out of here. You, Blue Blanc.
Good day to you, Rien Schwarzer.
Your mask is off. That's not right. Put your mask back on.
What the? You're the Phantom Thief! You sure look comfortable. What are you doing here?
Ha ha! Why wouldn't I be? I'm as much a guest on this ship as you are. And who would deny themselves the pleasure of a ship so beautiful?
Yep, man in white. Now it's Blue Blanc again.
The furnishings are immaculate. The food and wine are positively sumptuous. And I am of the firm belief that it's wasteful not to take advantage of the opportunities life presents you. Ah, and speaking of opportunities, don't just stand there. Take a seat and join me in having a drink. You've been blessed with the rare chance to sit and chat one-on-one with the most beloved thief of our time.
I can't believe that's how you describe yourself. Well, what the hell? I'll have a drink. Nothing alcoholic, though.
Tell us more about your life.
Funny. I didn't realize you'd met Prince Olivert.
About your life in Trails in the Sky.
Ha! Indeed. There are few even among royals whose palate is so refined as his. Between our shared love of beauty and fundamental difference of opinion on the nature of love, He forever remains an endless source of entertainment for me.
I suddenly feel very sorry for him. What happened down in Liberl sounds pretty amazing, though. I'd heard there were problems with orbital technology in southern Erebonia at the time, but I had no idea that was why.
Ha ha! That magnificent floating city was quite the sight to behold, let me tell you. Oh, how I wish I could have shown it to you. It would have changed your view of the world completely.
It really does sound amazing. Wait, why am I sitting here having a friendly discussion with a wanted criminal? He has so many interesting and unusual stories, I got completely caught up listening to them.
Ha ha! A thief of my caliber can steal much more than objects, Reed. There. I was able to steal much of your time and your interest. Perhaps I stole your heart as well?
No. You can't have my heart or my time or my interest.
Rest assured that did not happen. Your stories were interesting, though, I'll admit. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know where Prince Olivert is now, would you? Last I checked, he wasn't actively fighting against the Alliance.
Ha ha! I imagine Duke Cayenne would welcome a man like the Prince with open arms into the Alliance, if he so wished to join. To my knowledge, he was always wary of the Chancellor himself. But I digress. I'm afraid not even I know where he is at the moment. However, I'm inclined to believe that wherever he's hiding, the Crimson Wings is there with him.
So the Courageous is missing too, then. Although the Duke's got some nerve if he expects Prince Olivert to side with him after he imprisoned the rest of the Imperial family.
But think, these kinds of things are simply what the great nobles of this country have always done. The War of the Lions, too, was brought about by numerous families of some standing backing potential successors to the throne. Emperor Dreikels, as a late arrival to the war, was a mere exception to the rule. I wonder, does Prince Olivert think himself as the second coming of Dreikels?
One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
I don't think he does. From what I can tell, he intends to try and end this war in a slightly different way from Dreikels.
Oh? Do tell.
Sorry, but I should be going. Thanks for all the interesting stories. They helped me work through things in my head a bit.
Ha ha! I'm pleased to hear it. I will be waiting at the edge of my seat to hear which path you choose. Join us, and you'll be warmly welcomed. Naturally, I'm fascinated by you as the Ashen Knight's pilot, but I'm even more fascinated with that brute strength of yours. I would love the chance to see the power of an ogre up close.
I doubt it's half as interesting as what you're thinking. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Interesting indeed. Wonder where all of the other organization members are. LeBlanc's here, but where's, like, the big burly guy? Luciola? What's his name? The kid person? Who else? I don't remember anyone else. Campanella, that was his name.
I wonder who's in here.
We got a visitor?
Come on in.
2 people.
Excuse me.
2 people this time. Oh, these 2.
Figured it was you. Sup?
Have a seat. Bourbon? I suppose not.
Yeah, I really shouldn't. How come you guys are being so friendly, though? I mean, we're on opposing sides and all.
Everyone's being friendly.
Why wouldn't we be? It's not like we're on a battlefield right now. We're Jaegers. Nothing unusual about us trying to cut some throats one day that's sitting in a bar with the same guys the next.
Of course, if you would rather fight with us, that can be arranged.
I shall have to politely decline. For one thing, I don't think I'd stand the slightest chance of taking you 2 down.
Hey now, no need to be so pessimistic. He seems to think pretty highly of you. Have a little more faith in yourself.
At the very least, you'd be able to give us a real fight in your divine night. Not that I'd have any intention of losing even then.
The scary thing is, I'm pretty sure he's dead serious. Well, they're used to taking out tanks. They probably have their ways.
Sheesh. Scary stuff.
Huh. Oh, yeah?
Taking out tanks with their bare hands.
Ranking 72nd for the year in an academy full of big shot students ain't half bad. Brings a tear to my eye to see our little Fee putting her heart into her education.
And don't forget, she was the youngest of her classmates, too. The boss was right when he said that she can do anything she puts her mind to.
You got that right. Maybe joining the gardening club will make her a bit more ladylike, too. Oh, who am I kidding?
She's still young. She has plenty of time to develop on that front if she so pleases.
They really seem to adore her. Like two proud parents talking about their child.
Well, there's another ship.
And yet...
Shipping
if
these
you
two.
don't mind me asking, why did you leave Fee behind? After your boss was killed in a battle with his sworn enemy, I mean.
Oh, Fee told you about that. It sounds like you're closer to her than I thought you were.
I trust this is simply me being paranoid. But you haven't tried making any moves on her, have you?
Maybe. Friendly moves.
No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of it. I just want to know why you'd abandon her when she obviously means so much to the two of you. She thought of you all like family. Why did you leave her all alone?
Well, we had our reasons. Let's leave it at that. I know you want to know, but you're not the one we should be telling that to.
We'll be sure to tell Fee our reasons in due time. Until then, leave the issue be.
All right. I can accept that. Still, she's our classmate. In that sense, she's like family to me, to us, too. And we feel that way about her just as strongly as you do, if not more so. I want to be perfectly clear on that.
Fighting words right there.
Still, we'll remember you said that. Returning to the matter at hand, you're sure you haven't tried to make any moves on her?
Come on, spit it out.
They really are like two overprotective fathers.
There you go. Two
I
lovebirds.
was hoping to get a bit more out of them about what Zephyr is up to. All we did was talk about Fee the whole time. Oh well. At least now I know that the guys in Zephyr really cared about her, so it wasn't a complete waste of time.
Alright. That was a lovely talk. Our question is, who will we talk to next?
I can sense someone inside.
Ah!
What the?
Don't like it when that happens. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. I don't care, I'm going in. It's this guy.
Oh, it's you. Forgot you were staying here too.
Yeah. What was that? It's gone now anyway. Maybe it was just my imagination.
So what's up? I couldn't give a damn whether you joined the Alliance or not, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't come here for any specific reason.
Interesting.
Hang on a minute.
You mixed by any chance?
Could I sit and talk to you for a while?
What a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that hair. Fabulous blue and pink hair. He'd be a good Yu-Gi-Oh character.
So, what do you want to ask?
When we ran into each other back near Berea Hard, you asked a weird question. Something about being mixed?
Oh, that?
I didn't have the chance to figure out what that meant at the time, but what did you mean?
Don't know if I can even explain that one. It's just something you feel. What we've got mixed into us is obviously different in strength and nature. It's kind of hard to put into words.
Yeah, seems that way. I know you're not trying to confuse me on purpose, but I really can't wrap my head around what you're saying.
Just watch.
Huh? Fire.
There's no trick to it. I'm not using an ornament, it's not magic, and I'm not using an artifact either. I just will fire to appear, and it does.
So it's just a totally unnatural ability?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Pretty cool.
Something that just gives you results, without the processes you'd usually have to go through to obtain them. You've got one too, right?
Well...
He has the power of white hair.
True. That power of mine wasn't something I gained from training. I don't even know where the power itself is coming from.
It's the same kind of thing. People who can do things like that usually have something mixed into them. Something foreign, unnatural, mixed into their body itself. Different to the church's stigmas. Looks like a pretty small part of it in your case, though.
Oh.
There, huh? Anyway, I couldn't tell you how, where, or why whatever it is got mixed into you. Sure you've got more questions, but sorry. I can't answer them.
No, it's okay. You've answered enough already. I feel like I understand myself a little better now, actually.
Good for you, I guess. So, we done now?
Yeah. Thanks for your time. Oh yeah. So how much of you is unnatural?
Me? All of me.
Woo! Spooky guy.
His circumstances seem very different from mine. Guess all I can do is remember what he said. Maybe there will come a time when it'll all make sense. I'm sure one day I'll find out what this power of mine is. What the story behind me being given this power as a kid is. One day.
Spooky, spooky guy. Alright, let's see who's in this room next.
Huh? I think I can sense someone inside. Given the circumstances, I imagine it must be one of the people who fought us in Ymir. Huh? It's open.
That means... It's
empty. Weird. I could have sworn I sensed someone in here.
Oh, it's Sleepy. Sleepy wolf, fox, rabbit girl.
Oh.
Aww.
Looking at her lying down like this, she really is just a child. Maybe 12 or 13? Somewhere close to Milliam's age. How did a kid like this end up fighting with the Alliance?
Who are you? Who's calling me?
Is she talking in her sleep?
Situation assessed. Location is a room inside the guest area of the Pantagruel. 9 hours have passed since initial loss of consciousness.
Guess she's sleeping comfortably enough here. Then again, she needs it at her age. She's got plenty of growing left. Wait.
Jeez, Reed.
Good morning?
Rean Schwarzer. Why are you here? Unless my memories have been tampered with, I believe this room was solely allocated to me.
Oh, it was. Sorry. If I'd known you were sleeping, I wouldn't have come in here.
So you're an intruder then? Clown Soleus.
No, it was just an innocent mistake. Whoa! Can we at least talk about this?
No mercy for trespassers.
Battle. And we lost.
So you claim to have no inappropriate motives for sneaking into this room.
Not claim! I really didn't!
But once you walked in, you fell victim to temptation and chose to act in accordance to your desires.
Her tail bit is going inside of the robot, kind of.
No! No, I didn't!
Just thought to let you all know.
How many times do I have to explain what happened before you'll believe me?
I was making a joke. Had you any intention of harming me, Clown Soleus would have attacked you. That he didn't proves your innocence.
Oh, right. Then what was all that for? Oh, whatever. I suppose it's my own fault for coming in without permission. Anyway, I've cleared my name. I'll see you some other time, probably.
If that's what you want to do, you didn't come to ask me anything then?
Well, no. Honestly, I didn't even know you were in here. I do have a lot I'd like to ask you, though. And just as much I'd like to say to you. Okay, if you're offering, what are your reasons for helping the Alliance? Why do you have a puppet just like Milliam's? Just who are you?
The answer to your first question is, I was ordered to do so. As all information regarding Clown Soleus is confidential, I am unable to answer your second question. And as for the last one, I am unable to fully comprehend the depth of your question.
Oh, forget it. You abducted my sister and the princess. Whether you were ordered to or not doesn't change that. And it's not something I think I can forgive. See you around. Sorry, that was probably too harsh. I can't pretend to know anything about your circumstances, but I do know that you didn't abduct them of your own free will. Anyway, with that said, I'll be going. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk again sometime.
The Black Workshop.
What?
That's the name of the place I belong to. It was they who loaned me to the Noble Alliance. Unless you choose to join the Alliance, that is the most I'm able to disclose to you.
The name doesn't ring any bells, and loaned. That makes it sound like, I suppose it's none of my business. Thanks for telling me. I'll be sure to remember that name.
I can't see doing so holding any real purpose for you. Incidentally, did you have any untoward motives behind what you just did?
No, I did not.
You kidnapped my sister, but I guess I forgive you.
The Black Workshop? Loaned? Sounds like stuff worth remembering.
Yep, the head pats keep increasing. One from Crow and one from Reen, once again. Hello, Miss Armored Lady.
Having to travel to and from Crossbell like this is utterly exhausting. No, I mustn't complain. I'm doing this for the sake of my lord.
Wait, why does it say girl's voice? She's right there.
Didn't I see her in Legram?
Who goes there?
Why is it still girl's voice? It should be girl, or armored-clad girl, or crazy girl, or something.
Wait! You're the Ashen Knight's pilot!
I remember you now.
Maybe she's the voice, like she's a voice in human form.
You're with Ouroboros, Duvali the Swift, right?
Have you no shame? Is it perhaps normal for you to barge into a lady's room unannounced? You and that Arseid are only as bad as each other, I swear!
Actually, I just walked through the door normally. I should have probably knocked before I came in, though.
Whoops. Jumped the gun there a little bit. Alright, she's in her full battle gear now.
So, now that we're understood, what do you want? Have you come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side after all?
Can you not jump to conclusions? Besides, it's not like you're working with the Alliance because you agree with what they're doing.
Oh, naturally.
Ultima, I'm ruining everything. I know. I'm just pointing out the random faults in games, that's all.
Lady Clotilde seems to have a purpose of her own, but for my part, I have no obligation to help the Alliance whatsoever. I'm simply cooperating because I was told doing so was necessary to the plan.
Plan? I'm not sure what she's getting at. Just so we're clear, that lord you keep mentioning isn't Vita Clotilde, is it?
No. She may be an Anguis like her, but my lord is the 7th, not the 2nd.
Who's the 7th?
She is the leader of the Stahlritter. The great light which guides us. Gallant yet beautiful. Proud yet merciful. She's the strongest knight of all. And oh, she's simply divine.
Well, you've made it clear how great you think she is. So the head of the Stahlritter is also a woman?
She certainly is. And if you must know, 100 swordsmen of your strength couldn't hope to equal her. No, 1,000, even 10,000 of you wouldn't be able to so much as scratch her.
Okay, I get it. She's strong.
Yep, someone has a crush. Another ship is born.
Still, if she's a woman who could be described as the strongest knight of all, Laura already noticed the similarity between the Eisenritter and Stahlritter, but she really does sound like Saint Sandlot.
I see I've got you thinking. Incidentally, I may have already mentioned her title, but one can never share my lord's glory too many times. She's known as the Steel Maiden.
The Steel Maiden, huh?
And with that, I believe that's enough idle chatter. If you didn't come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side, then we remain enemies. As such, we shouldn't be standing here being friendly with one another.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Sorry for bothering you. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to ask. You're not an enforcer like Blue Blanc or Sharon, right? Is there any reason for that?
You just had to ask. Enforcers are selected by the Society's leader, the Grandmaster.
The real final boss of everything.
And in order to be selected as one and given a number, that person needs to be burdened by some kind of darkness. But just so we're clear, there is no correlation between having a number and one's strength, alright? I'm quite strong.
I didn't say you weren't, but it makes perfect sense. You don't strike me as someone who's carrying any kind of darkness with you. You're refreshingly sincere. Like someone who hates anything that strays from the path of righteousness.
I'll thank you not to spout such nauseating drivel in my presence. Now get the hell out of my room!
Comic relief character.
She chased me out. I'm really curious about the Steel Maiden. Could she really have some connection with the Lance Maiden? Perhaps even with the woman who helped us during our August field study.
You'll love her. She is pretty cool. Alright, that is everyone on this floor. Now we head up to the next floor. There is one person. This is it, guys. Who's the secret person? Let's do a little savey save. This is it. The person behind this door will change my destiny forever.
This should be the guest of honor's room. Time to see who's inside.
Yes? Who is it? Please come in.
Sounds like my sister.
That sounds like...
And Estelle?
Excuse me.
Cool. Estelle! I haven't seen you in forever. Where are you? I can't see you. There you are. Why does Estelle look like that, though? Wait, that's Princess Alphin. Where's my sister, though?
I had a feeling it was you, but I didn't dare to hope.
It's you. It's really, really you.
Your Highness.
How did you get here? This all feels like a dream. Please don't tell me it is. I don't think my heart could handle the disappointment.
It's really me. I'm so glad you're safe. I'm so sorry that you had to go through all of this. If I hadn't been so weak and careless, none of this would have happened.
Hey, Feralicious. Is this Weeb the game pretty much like all the RPGs you've seen me play? No. Maybe. No. This is the optimal game. Yeah, this is the optimal game. The headpan and shipping simulator. With the occasional, story.
You mustn't apologize. Simply being able to see you again is more than I could have hoped for.
Also, welcome, Feralicious. How are you today?
You must have been really lonely.
Hopefully life is good.
I'm here for you now, though. I might not be the most reliable person for the job, but I'm not going anywhere.
You're decent. Well, just like what Reen said, I'm here for you now. And I'm not going anywhere.
So that's what you've been doing all this time?
Yeah. I was happy all of us were able to get back together again. But then yesterday, I ended up being invited onto the ship by Duke Cayenne. That's why I'm here, talking to you.
Until I end the stream. Yeah. I'll always be here until I end the stream, and then I'll be here again when I stream again, later.
I do recall thinking things were a little noisier than usual yesterday. Now I know why. Strange as it may sound, I suppose I owe the Duke my thanks. After all, if not for his invitation, we wouldn't have been able to find each other like this.
Sorry. I wish I could say I'd snuck on board to rescue you or something. Incidentally, I hesitate to ask, but...
You want to know where Elise is, right? She's not on this ship, I'm afraid. I can't say for sure, but I believe she's been taken to the same place as my parents.
Really?
I'm sure it isn't news to you that my mother, father, and Cedric have been imprisoned somewhere.
Gotta stretch. Gotta stretch.
And apparently, they've chosen Elise to be my family's attendant. So it's likely wherever they've been taken, she's right there with them.
Really? I'm not sure whether to feel relieved or what.
I can hardly blame you. I feel exactly the same way, even.
But why were you alone imprisoned on this airship? Surely there must be some reason.
There is no reason, and don't call me Shirley. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
That was Duke Cayenne's decision. I believe he's using me to suppress potential rebellion in areas occupied by the Alliance, by having me address the people and calm them down.
Forgive me for saying so, but that's a little messed up.
Whoops.
I don't especially mind doing it, honestly. It's a simple enough task. People all across Erebonia are uneasy about this war. And as princess, I should do what's within my power to help calm their nerves.
But at the expense of your own feelings? I know you want to help, but you can't be happy about being used as the Alliance's puppet to deceive them. Plus, you've been forcibly separated from your family, your best friend. You don't even know where they are.
Yes, but... Oh, why even bother? You see through everything, don't you, Reen? Anyway, putting my feelings aside, what do you plan to do now? I presume you don't intend to actually do whatever Duke Cayenne tells you to.
Well... I'm really not sure what to do. The longer this war goes on, the more people will suffer because of it. But even so, I don't feel as though siding with the Noble Alliance is the right course of action. And the same goes for the Imperial Army. I can't in good conscience side with them either.
I see.
There's so much to think about. You're being used as a puppet against your will, and then Elise is imprisoned somewhere too, being forced to do who knows what. I have to act somehow to change things.
That wasn't your fault, Reen.
Ever since I was taken in by my family all those years ago, I've tried to be a brother figure to her. I became the person I am today because of them. They've always loved me like they would a real son, and she's always treated me like a real older brother. You saw that power of mine, didn't you? And what I look like when I use it?
Well, yes, I did.
Back when I was a kid, something just like that happened. I ended up using it right there in front of her. She should have been terrified of me. But if she was, she never once let it show. She treated me exactly the same as before.
Because she
And that
knows.
was when I swore, deep within my heart.
She knows she's the real final boss.
No matter what happened, no matter what I had to do, I would always protect her. And that's why I can't help but wonder. I can't help but wonder if now's the time to live up to that promise. If I should put her before everything else. Even if I have to ignore or outright betray my own personal beliefs in the process.
Reen.
As your honorary little sister, I order you to get a hold of yourself.
What? Your Highness.
I know Elise far better than you think I do. In fact, I'd even go as far as to say I know her better than you.
Them's fighting words.
Reen, she's already told me so much about what happened 8 years ago. She told me about how that snowy day was what inspired you to take up the sword. She told me how traumatic that moment was for you. How what happened stays with you even now. And she even told me that, while she hated how she felt the tiniest bit happy because of it. Because it meant that your attention, your guilt, and your sense of responsibility were directed towards her and no one else. And she knew more than anyone how selfish that was. She may have had other reasons for choosing to go to Saint Estrella, but her main reason was that she didn't want you to keep feeling guilty because of her, more than anything else. She wanted to free you of your burdens. You should know, when you joined Thor's and were making new friends, and you finally seemed to be moving forward, she felt a little jealous, and even a little lonely at being left behind. But she was so very, very happy for you too. So please, Reen, please don't use Elise to justify not choosing your place in this war. Because I know for a fact, she wants you, of all people, to carve your own path and find true happiness.
The light.
How can I have been so blind? All this time I thought I was trying to protect her, and it's been the other way around since the start. And that's not just true for her either. Mom, Dad, Master Ka-Fai, all my friends at Thor's, they've been supporting me this whole time. How could I have missed something so obvious?
Yeah, exactly. You idiot.
I think I finally understand what I've been lacking inside of me all this time. I was so focused on trying to protect others, I never stopped to think about how relationships go both ways. Others try to support me just like I try to support them, and I have as much of an effect on them as they do on me. How did I not realize before now? I'm sorry, Master. I think you gave me that intermediate scroll a bit too soon.
Reen's getting
What?
a new
Better
power.
to realize late than never, I suppose. Because now I finally feel like I'm ready. As long as I keep that fact in mind, I won't lose control again.
Reen has attained a new state of mind. He is now ready to use a new craft, Spirit Unification, when the time comes. When that time comes, it will be the next game.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. And I've got you to thank for that. Forget honorary. You sounded just like my real sister for a minute. So, thank you. I think it's time we get going. I wouldn't want to keep my classmates waiting any longer than I already have.
A pity, but you're right. I was rather hoping we could stay like this a little while longer. But I suppose all good things have to come to an end. Take care of yourself, Reen. I'll leave Elise's rescue to you. No matter what it takes, please. Why are you shaking your head?
Don't worry about it.
I said it's time we get going, didn't I? There's no way I'm leaving my sister's best friend imprisoned in a place like this. I will get the two of us off this ship. So stay close to me.
Gasp.
Right!
So, guess we're escaping the ship. Princess Elfin joined the party.
So, do you have an escape plan?
Are you ready for the craziest escape ever?
Valimar, the Ashen Knight, is on the deck. He's chained up there, but if we can get to him, I'm sure we can find some way to use him to get away from here. First, though, we need to find a way to get out of this part of the ship without anyone noticing.
Alright then. I never imagined I'd be running away from here with you at my side. Elise is going to be so envious.
Anyway, let's get going.
It depends. How long is the escape? That's the question. If it takes like an hour or 3 hours, then no, I'm not ready.
There are a lot of very strong people here, so try to keep your voice down.
Not to worry.
Probably long at least half an hour. Well, let's do it then. Let's do it. Why not? Oh my gosh. Who should we do, guys? What should we put? There we go. She gets the cute Michette. What else? Do you get a costume? No, you don't. Let's go.
Right.
I am now Princess Elfin. I am super cute. And I am ready to go. I could play a little bit longer. Why not? I'm not doing anything today. I'm not doing anything today, guys. Come on, what do y'all say? Bublanc's gone. That's fortunate. Wait, there's someone right there. Shh. Hello. Good day, Princess Elfin. And, Master Reed, was it? Yeah, that's me. Tee-hee, it's always been someone rather special to me. Now that we've enjoyed our fateful reunion with one another, I wish never to be parted from him again. She really wants this poor maid to take things the wrong way. Is that so? My, how wonderful. I imagine you don't want me to press you on why he's rather special to you? Quite the contrary, I would prefer such pressing on, if you don't mind. Although the answer should be all but obvious with a little thought. Oh my. I guess that's it. Oh, there's a thing over here. There's a thing. There's an event. There's a vent.
This looks like... Thought so. It's a vent.
Would you say that this is an event?
Well, that's convenient. Might it lead to somewhere else on the ship, you think?
Most likely. Still, I can't very well ask a princess to crawl through a vent.
Nonsense, Reen. Of course you can. I'm ready to begin our great escape.
But it's going to be all dark inside. And probably filthy, too.
A little bit of darkness and dirt never hurt anyone. I had to travel through some fairly narrow underground passages when escaping from Heimdall, too. All right? How about I go first? I'm smaller than you, after all.
No, definitely not. Well, as long as you're all right with it. But I'll be going first. Like I said before, just stay close to me.
All right, then.
You'd think a princess would be more mindful when she's wearing a dress.
There'll be no panty shots today. Oh, here we go again. Crawling through the vent. La 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 la.
I'm surprised. It's not dirty at all in here.
Maybe it's because the ship's newly built?
Or someone goes in and cleans it every day.
My turn!
Right!
My turn!
Gladly!
Let's move!
Gladly!
Here I go!
It's my turn!
My turn!
Gladly!
Here I go!
Right!
Here I go!
Oh, right! There's a corner!
My turn!
Gladly!
We must be past the guest area then. Here I go!
It's my turn!
Here I go!
Gladly!
Here I go!
It's my turn!
Here I go!
It's my turn!
Here I go!
Right!
My turn!
Gladly!
Let's move!
Gladly!
Let's move!
Gladly!
My turn!
Right!
Let's move!
Right!
Here I go!
Right!
My turn!
Right!
Where did everyone go? Did everyone leave? I think everyone left.
Looks like we're in the clear for that part of the ship at least.
My, that was intense. It's like I've stepped right into the world of one of those spy novels that are so popular these days.
Anyway, here's hoping we can make it to the deck without getting caught.
Wait. And
What is
we're...
it? Soldiers are coming this way. Keep a safe distance and let me handle this.
And we're caught.
It feels like the closest thing we have to someone ordinary around here is that kid. It's pretty nerve-wracking having to be around them all.
I just wish I could get to see Princess Alphen in person.
Oh.
What?
Too late!
Good luck, Green!
You can see me in person. Or her in person, rather. Forget it.
Gladly!
What do you have? Attack, no attack, no arts. Yes, arts, no crafts, rather. Humpst.
Arcus, activate!
Ow.
Too slow!
Ooh, that was good. Did the death.
Here I go!
Yes, that would be good. Frost Edge!
Yeah!
Doesn't matter. I wanted to do the EP heal, but EP heal failed.
Let's move!
No, he's gonna get it. It doesn't even matter what I do. Attack! Doesn't matter.
Too slow!
Oh, right. Heat Wave, why not? Oh, she's actually kind of a good magic user.
My turn!
She's actually pretty good. Uh-oh. Aw, you scum. You absolute scum. So gotta keep using Silverthorn.
Here I go! Sit! Now's our chance!
Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Oh, don't do that, Reed. Don't be dizzy. Don't be dizzy. Yeah. Yeah. You were saved by Princess Alphen.
That was splendid!
Hope you're happy with yourself, Reed.
Oh, you're strong.
Are you alright, Your Highness?
Yes, I'm fine. Thanks to you, of course.
Did you equip Reed with my best stuff? Probably.
Let's be going. I'll be sure to stay very close to you.
Good. Alright, here we go.
He should have his stuff equipped. Yep, this is his best stuff. If you can find anything better than this, then yeah. Anyway, let's do a little healy heal. Little healy hool. A little bit of modify. A little bit of hit quartz. Well, we can upgrade slots if we want to. Probably equipped. Let's see. Orb mint. No. Yes. Dragon Bane. Freeze. Zephyr. Vigorate. What's Prankster? 70% chance of making a peculiar dish while cooking. There we go. Let's do another savey save. And here we go. Never mind. Going this way. Not that way. Uh-oh, there's a robot. There's a robot.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Give me 2 seconds, guys. People like calling me while I'm streaming. Good news, everyone. Let's Go Eevee is a go. I can't wait. Also, is it really worth fighting these things right now? Let me try something really quick. Zero arts. We can't hit all of them, so we are out of here.
Have a nice day!
Have a nice day! Am I going the right way? What's this? There's a thing, there's a room. Is it the room? If I see what's it called? If I see a monster chest or a blue chest here, I'm gonna freak out.
I don't suppose escaping through the windows would be an option.
Probably not. We'll have to do this the long way.
Oh well. Do it the long way. Let me equip her with some things now. Kind of wish she had a weapon. Oh well. Passion leggings, strength and defense. Let's get her arts up as much as possible. Prismatic cape prevents confuse. Sure, why not? Oh, there's a big one.
Good luck, Green!
Yep, good luck, Green.
We have to. Let's keep moving.
It's a fair amount of enemies. This is a big one. This is a big hallway. Uh-oh.
There they are! Recover the princess!
Whew!
Oh.
2 soldiers, 1 military monster. Shouldn't be a problem. Stay back, please.
Right!
It will be.
Good luck, Green!
Yeah,
My turn.
I'm gonna need it. Ooh, demonic scythe, I'll try that out. Use a craft, but then I'll... Oh, you I'm okay. I'm alright. Oh, Reen's gonna die. That's cool. That's cool. I can't run. Let's try Silverthorn. Use it fast, please. Alright. We're Princess Alphen's next attack will be way down here. Reen is gonna die. That thing's gonna die too. Oh, yep. Left forward. Okay, it's attack. Attack is up. Not move. Don't move, please. No. Silverthorn. Oh, it'll attack all the way down there. That's good.
Arcus, activate!
Here we go. Reen's dead. Reen's gonna die. Reen's dead. Reen's dead. Bye, Reen! Oh, wait.
Thanks.
Yes. Saved. Yes. Uh-oh.
I won't give up.
Thank you, Reen, for not being awful. Demonic Scythe! Free, baby! And now he's gonna heal himself now. Yep, fully healed.
I won't give up.
I could risk it.
It's my turn.
I don't know if he's immune to death or not. I could try. Yeah.
Thanks.
Better heal myself.
Yeah.
Death. No, that's not death. I don't want to see it. Oh, thank God.
Too slow.
Thank the Lords.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Just kill these guys, please. Just kill them. Just
It's my
kill
turn.
them. No. Oh, this is the biggest move. Why not? Bayonet strike. Miss.
Too slow.
You're dead, son.
We'll cut our own path.
Oh, somehow we lived that.
I'm shocked how skilled you are with arts.
You are? You're so sweet.
Thanks. I try to be. They call me the Sweet Reen. Because I'm a sweet Reen. Anyway, let's do this again. We're fully healed. We're ready to go. Do-do-ba-do. Oh, this thing's back.
Good luck, Reen!
Here I go. We have to retreat.
And we're dead. Come on. Go faster. Go faster, monsters.
It's my turn.
Have a nice day!
Is there a healing thing at the end of this? Yes, there is. Running, running. Chest. Material bomb. I love those.
Good luck, Reen!
Robots.
Let's move. We have to retreat.
Robots.
Let's keep moving.
Good. Good stuff. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Any chests? Nope, no chests. There's another thing right there.
Enemy sighted.
Yes, there
My
are
turn.
enemies sighted,
Let's
but
keep
I'm
moving.
running from them. Yay, I did run from them.
Oh, look! A staircase!
Hopefully this will lead to the deck.
It will. It will. There it is. There's the save. We're safe. We did it. We won. We won! Selene wins. Ultima wins. Reen wins. Elfin wins. We all win here. Hooray!
How did you get ahead of us?
Oh no. I hope we don't have to fight both of them.
I'll freely admit I wasn't actually expecting you to join the Alliance. But not even in my wildest dreams did I imagine you'd try to flee the ship with our dearest princess.
You're a bold one, I'll give you that.
I wasn't expecting to run into either of you on the way out either. You guys aren't called the Phantom Thief and Duvalie the Swift for nothing.
Trying to praise us won't get us to let you pass.
Well, Ultima.
Ha-ha!
Well,
Princess Alfin is one of this nation's most precious treasures. You surely couldn't have thought that I, the Phantom Thief, would allow you to steal her from us, could you?
I'm not being stolen by anyone. If anything, I was the one who whispered sweet nothings into his ear and tempted him to run away with me.
Here's where I gotta show you my real fighting spirit. In other words, I'm gonna die, probably.
Oh my! What a passionate young lady you are. Forgive me for being so presumptuous. You've no doubt taken after your brother in more ways than one.
I'd like to believe that I'm not quite the oddball he is. I couldn't agree more with his belief that love is the truest form of beauty, however.
Really now?
They're actually hitting it off.
I think that's enough messing around for one day. You're an enforcer, Blue Blanc. Take your work seriously and behave!
Ha ha! I think the number of enforcers who take things seriously are in the minority, I'm afraid. Still, you're right about us having played around for long enough. I find the many mysteries surrounding you fascinating, but there's a certain appeal to them remaining forever unsolved, too.
You may think yourself a swordsman, but allow me to show you how little you truly know.
Are you sure you can do this?
Nope.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. The gap in skill between us is small enough that I should be able to force our way through.
Oh?
Small? The difference in our strength is like night and day, you boor! And if you're foolish enough to be unable to see that, then allow me to make you realize your folly and pay for your arrogance.
The one being foolish and arrogant is you.
The power.
My.
This'll help us a little bit.
Rain?
I owe me being able to do this to you, Your Highness. You and Elise. No. Everyone who's done anything to aid us in coming this far deserves thanks.
This'll help us a lot bit.
What's happened to him?
Could this be your ogre power?
8 leagues, 1 blade school, intermediate level. I, Green Schwarzer, will be your opponent.
Alright.
I will enjoy this.
I'm a little bit less screwed now.
Let's move.
I have an idea, guys. Watch this. You're dead.
Gather on my blade.
Alright. Halfway.
How can this be happening? What is he?
Oh, did I just cut the music short for you, Selene? I'm sorry. Oh no.
Ha ha ha! Splendid! Simply splendid! So you finally conquered your power and made it your own, did you? You continue to fascinate me, Reed.
More than 50% in one hit. Yep. In one turn, too. 2 turns.
Rain!
Forgive me, Your Highness.
What for?
I will now carry you.
Goodness!
Wait just a damn minute!
Whoa, what's going on here?
I don't know, but I don't think it's worth us chasing after them.
I'm sure that music was amazing, but, you know. Sometimes luck just plays her role.
We'll make our way directly to the deck.
Lady Luck plays her part.
Are you alright, Your Highness?
Yes! Perfectly! My heart just feels as if it's about to burst.
That doesn't sound very fine.
Come on, is now really the time to be flirting with each other?
No, Crow. Or you two, rather.
You're here too.
Oh, that's not good.
You got some real guts, kiddo. But you ain't getting past us.
Zephyr's guard shall not be easily broke.
Run over. Jump. Whew! Good thing he cloned himself.
Looks like he's picked up a few tricks from our fee.
The targets have broken our line of defense. Commencing pursuit.
Not cloned himself, but made illusions. I thought that was another battle we'd have to do.
I'm sorry about that, Your Highness.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. But, can I hold on to you a little tighter?
Of course.
Uh-oh.
Targets in sight. Commencing capture. My suspicions outlining you as an indecent person seem to have been confirmed.
Can you not make me out to be some kind of pervert all the time, please?
Dodge! Sorry! Robot.
Target lost. I may have underestimated you, Reen Schwarzer, in more ways than one.
Alright, who's next?
I'm so sorry, Your Highness. I didn't really have any choice but to do that. I realize that's no excuse.
I know you didn't, but she seemed even younger than me. How could you, Reen? That truly is indecent.
I hit the robot, not the girl.
Try not to pay any attention to what she says about me.
Who doesn't love Reen Schwarzer? No one. Everyone loves Reen Schwarzer.
There's the exit.
Don't change the subject.
Alphen doesn't like Reen at the moment, but everyone else does. Uh-oh. Maybe we can steal both robots. Somehow. There he is.
That's the Ashen Knight?
Uh-oh.
Isn't that
Oh no. No.
Crow? And
Not those two. I thought we would just have to fight Crow, but Crow and cool looking hair guy too? Yep.
Huh. So that's how it manifests for you.
You finally mastered that power you got, huh? Still, you're one busy guy, you know that? One minute you're down in the dumps, the next, you've got one of the cutest girls in the country cheering you up.
Well, I can't deny it. But she wasn't the only one. There was my sister, our classmates, even you, in a sense.
Try to stay above 7,000 health? Yeah. Something tells me that's not gonna happen. I'll try.
Come on.
Can't say I'm not curious to see what that power of yours can do. But I think you get priority here, right?
Yeah, let me have this one.
Just Crow? Not other person?
Your Highness, if you don't mind.
alright.
Use the good health items. Alright.
This is your first time fighting me without the mask on, I think. With our Divine Knights, I come out on top. But let's see who wins when it's just the two of us.
Sounds good to me. You managed to win against 3 of us at once in the catacombs below Heimdall. But it's just you and me now. And this time, I'll be the victor.
Go ahead and try.
But if he does one attack...
Alright, you ready, Reen?
Alright.
Let's move.
You ready, Reen? Yes, I am. But if he does one attack that gets me below 7,000 health, then don't blame me. Anyway, let's do this.
Gather on my blade.
And you're dead.
Gotcha.
Ha.
Let's move.
You know what? I was gonna save this for the final boss, but you know what? Oh yeah, music's good. I'm just listening for a second. Sorry.
Gather on my blade.
Not bad.
Well, that's good.
Let's move.
I'm glad he's doing the missing thing a lot. Let's do this one next. Seems to be missing a lot, so let's see how 1,000 does. 100. Oh boy.
Let's move.
Almost. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. Let me do a little bit of healing. Little bit of healing. There we go. Little bit of healing.
Let's move.
Little bit attacky. Oh wow. Uh-oh.
Eat this.
He keeps missing.
My turn.
No. You see how I feel now, Crow? You know how I feel? Every time Reen misses like a big fat idiot? Oh, now you know the pain. You know what? I'm gonna end this the right way. Fatal Autumn Leaf Cutter.
There.
There we go.
Damn. That's what I can really do.
Bag of Tricks. Don't know what that means, but I did it! Blade 2 deck. Kill. Wait, what? What did I just get? A Blade 2 deck? Like the card game? He could have used his S-Craft? Yeah, I didn't. I didn't let him. No S-Crafts. No S-Crafts allowed.
Huh.
We'll use it. He can use it next time.
You actually did it. I sure wasn't expecting you to beat me one-on-one.
You fought pretty well yourself. Couldn't have been easy to last as long as you did against me like this.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Green!
Uh-oh. Reen's in trouble.
Why did this have to happen now?
Guess your luck ran out.
We finally caught up to you.
Oh no. Everyone's here.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular?
But I think you may have been slightly too reckless this time.
That wasn't a bad fight. Even if you lost, at least you tried, I guess.
Your Highness, please move away from me.
Hey, don't be too rough with... Look sharp!
What? It's the red chip.
The Crimson Wings?
It's our friends! It's not Class 7.
What are you all?
Sorry for the wait, Reen.
Yo! We're here to save the day!
You caught us all off guard back in Ymir.
So this time we opted to take the initiative ourselves.
We meet again, severing chains. And I see you brought the purple lightning with you.
She brought more than that. Check out the Icy Maiden and that big shot arts user from the Bracer Guild.
We couldn't ask for a more impressive. However,
Stretch.
Here it comes again.
Oh, more? More peoples? Is that my dad?
Your lordship!
Uncle Victor!
Victor S. Arseed.
It's good to see you again.
Big shot arts user. What a title.
And it relieves me to see you're none the worse for wear, Your Highness.
Ugh! The Radiant Blade Master is here too?
Huh. You're strong. Very strong.
That's quite the nod coming from the blazing demon himself. I can see now why you're considered one of the fiercest in Ouroboros, and why some even claim you to be the Steel Maiden's equal.
Well, I know who I'm gonna be fighting.
Don't you go forgetting about us now.
What? Oh. Olivier!
You're over here too?
Are you okay, Irene?
Nope.
Looks like we've landed in the middle of something pretty crazy.
And not a moment too soon.
You came!
Glad to see you're all right.
Oliver Therese Arnor.
You certainly seem to have kept yourself busy. Enjoying your scandalous elopement with Reen, are you?
Also known as, Olivier.
He gave me the time of my life.
5 fights in a row? No. Better not be.
You guys were having that much fun, huh?
And with our Princess Reem?
To think we were so worried about you.
You're not supposed to take it literally.
It better not be 5 fights in a row.
So this is what you threw me out of Valimar for? Doesn't look very fun.
Crow, you're here.
It feels like it's been ages since we last saw you.
You're looking spiffy, Crow.
I'm hanging in there. Sure wasn't expecting all of you to show up, though. How are we even gonna settle this?
That is the question, isn't it? I'd roughly estimate both sides to be of equal strength.
Yeah? So we'd probably just end up at a stalemate, huh?
Oh, doesn't sound like much fun at all. Let's say we just forego the fighting and have ourselves a party instead.
I could never turn down a party.
That sounds simply wonderful.
I'll bring the booze.
Ah! No! Can't one of you take this a little more seriously?
No, I want to go to a party.
This is getting us nowhere.
Uh-oh. I know what that bird means.
Look who decided to show up.
Krianos, Vita! Welcome aboard the Pantagruel, Emma. Your overall ability as a witch might still be lacking, but that transportation spell was exceptional. I must apologize for the untimely intrusion. As displeased as a few of you might be by the idea, I think it best if we let one another peacefully go our separate ways this time. I'll be the one who bears the brunt of Duke Cayenne's anger. Vita.
Can't say I understand why we should.
It's not our place to question the orders of our clients.
I think Vita saved us.
Whatever. Gives me something to look forward to later.
Keep in mind that Vita is super smart. Yeah.
Okay, see ya, Fee.
This might hurt us more in the future. She has something in mind. Oh boy.
Next time we meet, it will be as enemies.
Yep, I know. Aww, I was kinda hoping we'd be able to talk some more.
I expect we will have multiple opportunities to do so in the near future.
Well, catch you later, Phantom Thief.
Or not. You do know that no one likes your stupid pranks, right?
Tut tut! There's no need to be so harsh. It's a shame we couldn't resume our debate on the nature of beauty this time, my most worthy rival.
I could wax eloquent about beauty till I'm old and gray, but honestly, I think it's about time we settled things between us.
Next time we meet, Radiant Blade Master and his daughter, it will be to battle.
Well, I certainly have no objection to that.
You seem to bear some manner of ill will against my household. I don't know your reasons, but should we be granted the opportunity, I would gladly settle things with you in battle.
Yes, well, let's not be too hasty. I can wait.
Guess that wraps things up for now. You've definitely grown, but you've still got plenty of room for improvement, especially when it comes to piloting Valimar. So unless you're up for another beatdown, I suggest you get to work on fixing that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, and just to confirm, you were the one who told Toval where I was, right?
2 days ago, I got a call out of nowhere on my Arcus. They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you. Then they just hung up. Didn't even say who they were.
Oh, it was Crow.
Oh, now that you mention it, he does have the same voice as that mystery caller. I did think he sounded familiar. It must have been because I'd heard it during your concert at the festival.
Damn, looks like the jig is up.
You really did that? Oh, Crow, there's no shame in admitting that you care, you know.
And if I might be so bold as to offer a word of advice, get Valimar a better sword, one like yours. If you think you're such hot stuff you can beat me without your 8 Leaves training, you're in for a world of hurt.
Our right choice of armaments is indeed paramount. Selecting one the Awakener is well suited to will increase combat efficiency exponentially.
I can't pretend to know much about this kind of thing.
He's right. Eastern blades like my Tachi are the heart and soul of the 8 Leaves, 1 blade style swordsmanship. All right, I'll take your advice. And when I've got myself one, I'll finally take everything back. The Academy, Elise, and even you, Crow.
Gonna get Crow back.
If that's how you want it, I'd like to see you try.
Ho ho ho. Spirit Path time? Oh, she's doing it. And they're just gonna run off. Jump off. Whatever. Land right on that airship.
Courageous! Full speed ahead!
Commence retreat from this airspace!
Those voices. What an intermission that was, huh? Aboard the Pantagruel, and what an intermission, and what a stream that was. Achievement unlocked. Cool. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop it right here. Tomorrow, we will begin Act number 2. Yes, that was my plan. It was worth streaming a little bit longer. I'm happy I did. Thank you, of course, Selene, for sticking with me all this time. Thanks so much. If Faralicious is still here, thanks for sticking as well. And even if you're not, thanks for coming. I'll be back tonight. I'll be a little earlier, actually. I'll be back at 7 with Mario Kart 8. So, get ready for that. And yeah, see you all later. Bye-bye!